Demonstrations underway protesting killing of child. Ramisa Home Minister assures of a speedy trial. Law Minister directs a meeting probe report within a week. 7 children die in measles symptoms. Treatment starts with measles. Reason behind death different. Physicians make malnutrition responsible. 22 lakh animals remaining excess in the country in comparison with the demand, says Livestock Minister. Temporary markets being set up at different. Hello and welcome to the News 24 English Bulletin. This is Nafis Zaman. Those were headlines. The Dhaka Metropolitan North Jamaat Islami and North Women's Division of the party have demanded speedy trial and maximum punishment for the killers of the child Ramisa. They also demanded the resignation of the Home Minister. On Thursday morning, they held a protest march and formed a human chain at Pallavi to express their views. They also demanded the immediate hanging of those involved in the murder of 8-year-old child Ramisa. They said that 4 children have been murdered across the country in 7 days. They want justice for all these murders. The protesters also called on every person in the society to stand up against all kinds of injustice, including rape and torture. Meanwhile, Home Minister Salahuddin Ahmed said that the trial process of Ramisa's murder will be expedited. The charge sheet will be filed soon. He said that it will not take long to file the charge sheet in this case as the culprit has confessed his guilt. He said these things at the Secretariat on Thursday. Law Minister Mohammad Asaduzzaman has ordered an investigation report into the murder of child Ramisa in the capital's Pallavi within a week. He said that appropriate steps will be taken to complete the trial of this brutal incident as soon as possible. He said this while talking to journalists at the Secretariat on Thursday. The Law Minister also said that the trial of Ramisa's murder will be an example to reduce distrust in the country's judicial system. The Law Minister also said that no crime that raises questions against humanity will be allowed to occur. The minister also said that the law minister has decided that from now on, no rape case will be withdrawn due to the political considerations. Doctors are expressing concern about children infected with measles. Even though children are admitted to hospitals with measles symptoms, they are dying of various complications including heart disease, pneumonia, respiratory problems, diarrhea and jaundice. Although there are various causes of death, malnutrition is mainly responsible, doctors say. However, after recovering and returning home, children aged 5 to 10 years may be infected with various types of complex disease. This is the fear of experts. Livestock Minister Mohammad Amin Rashid has said that about 2.2 million more sacrificial animals are ready than the demand. He urged people to refrain from buying animals from across the border. He called for protecting the interest of the country's farmers. He said this at a training workshop on sacrificial animals at the Krishibit Institute in this capital's Farmgate on Thursday. He said that the government wants to train madrasa students on animal skinning and meat processing. Miscreant killed a BNP leader in Arai Hajar of Narayanganj over land dispute. Police and locals said there was a long-standing dispute over land grabbing. As a result, miscreants attacked Osman Goni on Wednesday night and injured him with a knife. He was rescued and given primary treatment at a local hospital before dying on the way to Dhaka. Relatives of the deceased and BNP leaders and activists have been protesting at various places since this morning in protest of the incident. Police have arrested 4 people in this connection. The deceased Osman Goni was the General Secretary of Brahmandi Union BNP. On the second day of the proposal to increase the wholesale electricity price, it has been proposed to increase it up to 29% at the consumer level. This proposal was made by 6 distribution companies of the country at the public hearing organized by BERC at the KIB auditorium in the capital on Thursday. In the public hearing, DPDC proposed to increase the electricity price by 6.96%, DESCO by 9.67%, Rural Electrification Board by 5.93%, NESCO by 4.1%, 10.12% and Ojo Portico by 10.12% at the consumer level. At the same time, an application was also made to adjust it after increasing the wholesale electricity price. The Chamber Court did not stay the High Court's verdict on the establishment of Supreme Court Secretariat. The full bench hearing of the Appellate Division is on June 9th. Chamber Justice Farah Mahbub gave this order on Thursday. Earlier in this morning, the state appealed against the High Court's verdict on the establishment of the Supreme Court Secretariat. Attorney General Barrister Ruhul Qudus Kajal said the final decision on this issue will have to come from the Appellate Division as per the High Court's verdict. The Supreme Court Secretariat was declared abolished through a notification on May 19. After the abolition, a total of 15 officials, including the Senior Secretary of the newly formed Secretariat, have been taken back to the Law Ministry. The High Court has dismissed the writ petition seeking an investigation into 18-month activities of the interim government. On Thursday, a High Court bench of Justice Ahmed Sohail and Justice Fatima Anwar dismissed the writ petition. Earlier on Monday, a writ petition filed in the High Court seeking an investigation into the 18-month activities of the interim government led by Dr. Muhammad Yunus sought instructions from the government to form a commission to investigate whether there were corruption in the interim government. The lawyer for the writ petition said that they will appeal against this order. However, the Attorney General said that the writ was filed not for legal redress but to make the court confront the government for political purposes. Jamaat Assistant Secretary General Hamidur Rahman Azad has said that BNP wants to establish authoritarian rule in the state again. That is why they are taking the judiciary back to its previous position, he alleged. He said this at a press conference at the central office at Mokbajar on Thursday afternoon. He said that Jamaat Islami will remain uncompromising in the interest of the country and the people. At the press conference, senior lawyer and member of the Jamaat's Working Council, Shishi Monir, said that by abolishing the Judicial Secretariat, the government has dealt a blow to the judiciary and has blocked the independence of the judiciary. That's all from the newsroom today. Thank you for watching News 24. Please stay with us.